for the curfew of your body, soul, and
What you have just heard, listeners all over the world, is a warning. And you will hear this warning from here on out. You've been listening to your leaders tell you that there's a great move toward democracy in the world. You witnessed the parting of the Iron Curtain, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the fracturing of the Soviet Union. And this is all supposedly toward a new worldwide democracy. Democracy is a code word for socialism, and that's why our forefathers established a republic. But don't get down, folks. All is not lost. The problem lies within each and every one of you, and therein also lies the answer. I'm your host, William Cooper, and you're listening to the Hour of the Time.
I'm coming back.
Crazy! And that's how it goes. You never ever know about the NWO. Deep behind enemy lines for October 3rd, 2020, a little bit after 6 p.m. this evening. Well, here we go. Yes, sirree, Bobcat Tail. It's official. I'm going to bring you up to speed. Yeah, no doubt about it. United States Geological Survey, a little slow, Dutchy, but they're warning that in the next 7 days, the 1 in 300 chance of strong earthquake could strike. Yeah, Southern California. Yep, according to FEMA officials, they announced this year that they're taking part in an early warning system with their MyShake phone apps. These apps will be used to signal and trigger and identify when the big one hits. As I pointed out in the news, but anyways, more changes and geopolitical upheaval, and another update to the New World Order from the No Link News Desk. Move over, Harptards. You'll not see this earthquake news or earthquake prediction from Doomass Doomsday Disinfo Dutchy on his magic 3D earthquake crystal ball first. So, in case you miss it, or you wait around for sloppy seconds from Doomsday Doomsday Dutchy for sloppy seconds, yeah, he'll dish it out for you. Because he'll be tuning in and getting all his first responders when he makes his nest assessment and video. So just to give you a heads up, no doubt about it, the strong earthquake could follow in the next week. But know, and know that the fact that the main reason this is all being significant is the fact that it also plays into October Earthquake Awareness Month. Yeah, FEMA and the United States Geological Service are all preparing for it, and they're going to get included. Yeah. You ready? Yeah. Let's get ready for the... Oh, hold on a second. Oh, before we get to there, oh, yeah, let me move to this scene. Yeah, what am I thinking of? All lost, yattering my little Jackie, show you things. Okay. Bring you up to speed. You know, the other day I identified almost nearly 1,000 earthquakes near the southern end of the Salton Sea. The earthquakes, well, anyhow, in the last 24 hours, we've seen about 67 earthquakes occur, which is phenomenal to say the least. And that's what's got many of the, experts alarmed to the fact that this may be triggering the big one. I'll bring you up to speed. Okay, let's see here. Here's a, Here's a map from the IRIS earthquake browser. This is really one of the cool things that I found. Okay, this is 400 earthquakes. I'm gonna animate these last 400 earthquakes that started on October 1st. So over the last 3 days, you're gonna see how there was a big surge and then it just kind of dropped off. All right, there we go. You'll see that in the map here. Oops. Let's see if I can slide it over here. We got looped. Is it looped? Did I loop it? I had it looped, didn't I? No, I didn't have it looped. Well, I'll play it in a loop. So this is going to be an animation. The purple dots you see appearing within, a few mile radius of each other, occurring in this earthquake swarm, as I pointed out the other day. And these earthquakes are magnitudes anywhere from 0 intensity to which was a 4.9 was the largest recorded, and we've had a 4.4, another big one, I think, today. Let's see what we got here. 2.5. So we had two earthquakes over 3.0 and a 3.0, 2 and 3.0 range, but most of these can't be felt. So anyways, bringing it up to speed, like I said, FEMA is preparing, as you've seen in the intro, if you didn't know. Dumbass Doomsday Disinfo Dutchie has his head up his ass when it comes to earthquakes and the preparedness and those plans already set forth by our United States government as they train and practice for, big ass disasters that Doomsday Dutchie hasn't still seems to have a grasp on yet. So, zoom out here from this little Salton Sea region and show you that all these earthquakes occurring. You think it was 67, there was 71 right there on that map, but you start zooming out, you're seeing, oh man, look at all the earthquakes in California each day, Dutchie. Old Dutchie. Dumbass Dutchie. I don't know, 273 earthquakes in the last 24 hours in this little southwest area of the, Utah. Had some shaking going on here off of, I think it's Highway 25. And that's a pretty mountainous region from when I drove by and seen and looked and noticed over here in Utah. Yeah, there's not much there, maybe a little community, but it's pretty back road country up in that area from what I remember coming down 15. Oh yeah, not 25, 15. My fault. 15. So all in with the mix, this earthquake swarm, this on the south end of Salton Sea, is very interesting to note that last month I pointed out there was a intense earthquake swarm that occurred in Yellowstone, and I'm going to show you this this is the possibility and most likely what's occurring in California, where this earthquake swarm is occurring, is that the subsidence and that ground is sinking. But I don't have the charts to prove this yet. But up in Yellowstone, they do. They do have these charts of the earthquake swarm, and they've been tracking over the last few years. The caldera, the super volcano, is not going to explode, but it is sinking. There's the key in all this. So, as we get to the science, back in 1998, Mitch Petros came out with the space weather forecast that his equation went something like this. Sunspots trigger solar flares trigger the Earth's magnetic field to shift. A shifting Earth magnetic field triggers shifting jet stream and shifting ocean currents. Shifting ocean currents and shifting jet streams trigger extreme weather and human disruption. He expanded that equation in 2012 to include how the cosmic rays, the solar particles, and charged particles of cosmic rays heat up the Earth's core. The Earth expands and then it shrinks. And this all plays into how over the last few years, the sun has dropped off in solar activity. As a matter of fact, we'll go here to show you, like again today, to bring you up to speed from the Space Weather Prediction Center. The fact is, the X-rays have been off the chart. I mean, when it comes to solar activity and lack of it, well, here's the chart from the satellites that are picking up from the GOES satellite. The short X-rays are dropping off the chart, below the chart, over the last few days or so, because there has been little to zero solar activity. Going to space weather today, coming on and bringing you up to speed. We'll see that there hasn't been any sunspots. The sun has been blank for numerous weeks. Again, as it plays into how it triggers the lack of activity in the Earth's magnetic field, will also trigger what they claim is a cooling of the planet. And as many in NASA are predicting, we're heading into this solar minimum mini ice age. So the real signs are indicating the cold weather push that is dropping in out of the Arctic over North America this weekend, and looking out through and including the moon. The full moon plays a major role into pairing up and dropping the temperatures to the lowest temperatures during the lunar cycles. And you got, the conjunction, the moon and Mars pairing together, which is an amazing thing, too, to say the least, as you look up into the sky on a cloudless night. But overall, I do not see any indication over the last 24 hours of any geomagnetic activity. It's been dropping off also, but we did have, that strong blast from a coronal hole that vibrated Earth's magnetic field and rocked it pretty good this last week. Now, all right, here we go. Now, into the mix, like I said, FEMA is preparing for and planning for an earthquake drill this month, for Earthquake Preparedness Month. California is also preparing, for the big one with this earthquake drill. So Doomsday Dutchie, I don't know if you're up to speed with this yet, but drop cover and hold on, bear boy.
Right now, drop, cover, and hold on. Unless you're driving, drop to the ground now. If you're standing during a large earthquake, the ground might jerk strongly and throw you down. Take cover under something sturdy to protect yourself from objects being hurled across the room. Hold on to it until the shaking stops. If you can't get under something, stay low and protect your head and neck with your arms. Now, look around. What objects might fall or be thrown at you in an earthquake that you should secure in place now? Finally, strong earthquakes may trigger tsunami. If you're near the beach during an earthquake, drop cover and hold on, then walk quickly to high ground when the shaking stops. This drill is over. Visit shakeout.org for simple steps to help you survive and recover from a major earthquake, including how to secure your space. Thank you for taking part in the Great California Shakeout.
All right, there you go, everyone. We're going to bring you up to speed. The United States Geological Service survey says, here we go.
Fires, floods, and power outages more often, but tonight, a warning about the impacts from earthquakes. News Channel reporter John Palmentary shows us a multi-platform plan that could help you in the big one more than ever.
You can't be ready for everything in life. But with Earthquake Warning California, you can be prepared for the next earthquake.
Using a lighthearted approach, the California Office of Emergency Services is asking you to take earthquakes seriously. October is Earthquake Preparedness Month, even though we're often focused on other disasters seen more often.
1600 Alpha, engine 411.
Like wildland fires, earthquakes create numerous areas of concerns at different levels, and you're not already pre-evacuated into a shelter.
In an earthquake, often, as long as your home is safe to stay in, we want you to stay there. And so you're going to want to really think about having your resources at home.
History shows we've had devastating building crumbling earthquakes. In modern times, buildings are stronger, and so is our local safety net.
Neighborhood awareness and outreach during disasters is really part of our community's resiliency, right? Being able to be familiar with your neighbor.
And in a major emergency, with a number of calls for service, you may not see a first responder as quickly as you're normally accustomed to. And even though every first responder will be rolling, there are priorities.
One is that greater, wider spread impact. But also, our first responders have a responsibility to do what we call windshield surveys. They go out in the communities and they're looking for significant damages.
Beyond first responders, organized community members.
All right, hold on. Computer just locked up on me. Here we go. Roll around, waiting for the computer to come back to life. Come on there, computer. Slowfo mofo. Come on. Just like dumbass Dutchie. He's slow too. He's slow when it comes to earthquake drills, earthquake exercises, earthquake preparedness, and preparing for the big one in California.
And regional responders are planning ahead.
We're working on a joint plan with Ventura County about a transportation concept that may have impacts with the 101 since we're both so reliant on it.
A good day to stage your drill is October the 15th, the annual Great Shakeout Day.
Where you're at home working, you got your kids at home trying to do school, use October 15th or any time around there to talk to your kids about earthquake preparedness. Where in your home is safe for you to duck cover and hold on? How would you identify, help your kids know where your resources are and have that family plan?
For alerts, signing up online will get you a choice of a call, text, or email. Your best bet is to get them all. In Santa Barbara, I'm News Channel reporter John Palmentary.
So, John Palmentary, here you go there, Doomsday Dutchie. Get up and hang on, because October 15th, they say, they're preparing for the big one on a big earthquake drill. Now.
Hey, I'm Mario Lopez. Earthquakes can strike anytime, so learning and practicing earthquake safety is a great idea for all Californians.
Join us for the Great Shakeout. Learn more at shakeout.org. Shakeout Day is October 15th.
Okay, October 15th. Now, did you know this? Yet, USGS, 1 in 300 chance strong earthquake could follow the Salton swarms, the sea swarm of earthquakes within 7 days. Okay, hang on.
The past is written, but the future is left for us to I love her.
Hit it.
Everybody get down!
Oh man, damn commercials, oh shit, damn commercials in the mix. Gotta play them in your mix. What a double.
Get the CBS Los Angeles app on any device. Local news, sports, weather, video on demand. And CBS in LA, all in just one tap. Download now.
You know, I should have preloaded that because that didn't. It got in the way. I don't need that in the way. It got in the way. I don't like all that playing stuff. What happened to it? Why aren't they playing it? All right, let's see if I reload it. Ah, man.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay, let's reload this. Sorry, this is all like slowing things up because this video was supposed to be the point of the whole flipping video title of what topic. It was supposed to be played, some kind of earthquakes thing there. But anyways, they don't play it in a video. The desert near the Salton Sea continues to tremble. I told you that earlier just a moment ago, and the swarm slowed down, no doubt about it.
Going through breast cancer.
I spoke virtually with Mark Pilon, the Susan G.
Oh, well, obviously. This area swarm in the past, which has remained active for many as 20 days, but the average duration is about a week, the USGS said. The current swarm is happening 25 miles to the south of the swarm that happened near Bombay Beach in August. The USGS says there is a remote chance, about 1 in 300, that an earthquake of magnitude 7, Dutchie, you get this? Magnitude 7 or higher could follow the swarm within the next 7 days. This is a 10% chance that the swarm could be followed by a larger earthquake up to a magnitude 6.9, according to the USGS. But most likely scenario is that the rate of earthquakes will decrease over the next 7 days, but even with a 90% chance of this scenario, the swarm could include more moderately sized earthquakes between 4.5 5.4 magnitude, the USGS said. So, this region has been rattled, and it is considered one of the lowest areas in the valley in California. It was also concluding, another Death Valley being one of the lowest below sea level. Well, this sea, Salton Sea, has been continuing to shrink by what USGS experts have all been saying from what I've been researching. So, what makes me say that this could be something where the chances are that the subsidence in this area is causing the ground to sink, instead of expand, or go higher, and this is what triggers earthquakes. Doomsday dummies, so Dutchie, okay. So needless to say, a 1 in 300 chance, USGS. So I don't know who. I don't see. I don't see who said this. It's just. Be nice if I could track down one of the USGS representatives that predicts this, Dutchie. But anyways, in the mix, all this together, the USGS, the earthquake swarm up in Yellowstone last month. This explains, the USGS explains what's occurring up there at this supervolcano.
125 events south of West Thumb between September 10th and the 16th. And over 90 of these events occurred on September 10th alone, including the largest, a magnitude 2.8. But this sort of seismicity is very typical for the Yellowstone region, so seismicity remains at background levels. We've seen continued deformation patterns, that's ground motion patterns, over the past several years with very little change in the caldera. This is GPS data vertical deformation from the White Lake GPS station, which is on the east side of the caldera, the Sour Creek Resurgent Dome. Each one of these points, each one of these circles, is a single day's worth of data, and this plot spans the last 2 years. Downward trends indicate subsidence, and upward indicates uplift. So the overall trend during this 2-year period is subsidence, and this dates back to 2015, subsidence occurring of a couple of centimeters per year. That's about an inch per year or so. And there are small little seasonal changes that you can see here that happen during the summers. But overall, that subsidence pattern has been ongoing since 2015. The same is true on the western side of the caldera, where a GPS station near Old Faithful shows the same pattern, this gradual subsidence with little seasonal changes here and there, but gradual subsidence of a couple of centimeters, about an inch or so per year. At Norris, in the Norris Geyser Basin area, we haven't seen much in the way of deformation over the past couple of years. So we have mostly flat from late 2018 to late 2019, a small subsidence, and then mostly flat again since early 2020. So really at Norris, there certainly hasn't been any change since the beginning of this year. And finally, turning to geyser activity, we had 4 eruptions of Steamboat Geyser. This is a plot of the water temperature for the outflow channel of the geyser. Anytime you see a spike, that's a major geyser eruption. These normal oscillations are air temperature, meaning that there's no water in the channel. And this sort of jagged lines are small minor eruptions of the geyser. So each major eruption is preceded by minor activity. We had major eruptions on September 1st, September 9th, September 16th, and the 4th of the month here on September 26th. And of course, we did have Giantess Geyser, which erupted for the first time in 6 years in August, erupted again on September 10th. So geyser activity in Yellowstone, as usual, remains spectacular. Well, that does it for the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory monthly update. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always email us at yvowebteam, that's all one word, at usgs.gov. Take care, stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you next month. Bye-bye.
Okay there, Doomsday, that's the info, Doomsday, Dutchie. This all plays into what I was explaining, how Mitch Petros' space weather equation he refined in 2012 indicates that the charged particles from the sun during solar flares causes the Earth to expand, heat up, and expand. And then when it cools down, it's called convection and causes this subsidence to occur. You know, kind of like, you know, you see like a grape losing its moisture in a raisin, and that's what the surface of the planet kind of, you know, this area looks like anyways. But needless to say, there's multiple fault lines going on there in Yellowstone, and this is what I feel is a credible way of proving once again that what's occurring in Southern California there near the south side of the Salton Sea is also the same thing, Dutchie. Oh man, can't go in that far, huh? Lost. Is also what seems to be occurring here, because the subsidence is what many I've researched is what is occurring in this region. Being, we go back to the satellite map, you'll see that this is one of the biggest agricultural production areas for grocery stores and food markets across the country. Tomatoes, you know, vegetables, fruits, all this is grown and from the water that is pumped out of the underground water in the aquifer, which is causing the subsidence because they're pulling the water up from underground. The ground is sinking. So Doomsday Dutchie, I don't know, you're a little slow when it comes to all this stuff, but anyhow, as always, I feel that we'll end the call out at the end of this show with the usual closing. I am Never Know, Patriot Broadcasting and Liberty Tree Radio field reporter. number 8510. And as always, God bless the Republic. Death to the New World Order. We are on the march. The Empire is on the run. We shall prevail.
Do you know how to protect yourself when an earthquake strikes? Hey, I'm Mario Lopez, and in California, earthquakes can strike anytime. So, practicing earthquake safety is a good idea for everyone. Join us along with millions of Californians to learn how to drop, cover, and hold on during the Great Shakeout. We're all in this together, so make sure your home, workplace, school, and community are planning to shake out.
Join us for the Great Shakeout. Learn more at shakeout.org. Shakeout Day is October 15th.